ladies and gentlemen, it is time for vlog number 2 on the channel. Going to my local dirt track tonight. That is why, hence no stream on Saturday whenever this uploads. There's a Saturday I'm going to miss. That is why. I let you guys know what was going down, and let me give you a little backstory on it. So a few months back, my grandfather was inducted into the Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame, which is one of the local dirt tracks about 20 minutes away from where I live. And I am going to be the one inducting him today with the speech, I guess, assuming that there's a speech. I still don't know all the details to it. But on the way to my grandparents' house right now before heading to the track. I've been up since 3:45 this morning, so if my eyes look a little puffy by the end of the stream, just know that it's going to be a long day. Probably won't get home till after midnight tonight following the races, if I had to imagine. Hopefully things flow at least during the races, that maybe it'll get done by 10, 11 o'clock, I hope, but I doubt that that's going to happen. It's been a while since I've been to a local dirt track. It's been, I want to say, at least 2017, at least, if not maybe even before that. So it has been at least 5 years. Kind of curious to see what's going to go down when I get there. A little behind the scenes exclusive of what is going down today with the Hall of Fame. Hopefully I can bring my camera in there for that stuff. And then also, of course, you guys get to see some dirt track. I'm going to get a pit pass, so get up close and personal with some of the sprint cars. I guess there's supposed to be 305s, 410s, and I think there's supposed to be something else there tonight, but I'm not entirely sure. Off to the grandparents' house, and you guys will get to see the Hall of Fame inductee. All right, guys, made it to my grandparents' house. Say hello to the camera, everybody. This is the man getting inducted into the Hall of Fame today.
Howdy.
This is the reason we are going to the Speedway. You have any words for
when you get there, just tell them I love everybody. I wish I had better consequences of being there, but I just want to thank everybody that's involved in my life all these years, and never thought I'd get this far. Thank you.
And thank each and every one of you for watching this video today, because it is definitely going to be an experience, to say the least. And congrats, Grandpa, for making it into the Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame. And hopefully everybody watches throughout the rest of this video today, because it's going to be a fun experience. Alright, so on the way to the racetrack, back in my car again. I did not think it was going to get that emotional that quick into the vlog, but definitely a feel-good moment, to say the least. And again, I appreciate everybody watching that has supported me, because if it wasn't for my grandpa getting me into racing when I was younger, I definitely wouldn't have this YouTube channel right now. And you know, who knows what I'd be doing. Maybe I would have found myself into NASCAR in some way, shape, or form later, but I definitely wouldn't have had the experience of racing myself when I was younger. So definitely always appreciative of that. And I guess you guys aren't really going to see much more of an appreciation for it than today, really. So again, thanks, and off to the track we go.
Next inductee, Mike Whitty of Elmore, Ohio. Mike couldn't be with us because of health issues. I know his grandson's here. But Mike, like so many that became involved in racing, began as a fan. He attended Fremont Speedway beginning in 1964. I'm glad Mike's not here, because that's the year I was born. In 1971, Mike rolled up his sleeves and began helping Hall of Famer Jim Smiley-Rucky, and the following year helped on Mike Hensel's machine. In 1978 through 79, Mike Whitty helped wrench on Hall of Famer Al Liskey sprint car, and then he purchased a former Bobby Allen sprint car in 1981. And he and lifelong friend Spike Snyder, who got behind the wheel through 1987, they won 4 features here at Fremont. Whitty went back to being solely a mechanic in 1988, helping on Bill Reynolds' sprint car. The following season, he picked up the wrenches and helped driver-owner Alvin Rucky buying into the team the following season. That duo produced 4 feature wins before Whitty sold his share in 1999. In 2000, Mike co-owned and wrenched on Eric Lund's 305 sprint car. He continued to help various teams through 2009 when he purchased a quarter-midget for his grandson, and they won 3 features. Mike Whitty bought a go-kart for his grandson in 2014, and they ran until his retirement the following year. And representing Mike Whitty, his grandson, I'm sorry Mike couldn't be here, but I'm sure you've heard a lot of stories.
Oh yeah. So the main story I wanted to talk about was down in turns 1 and 2. He was 12 years old. It was his first time ever being to a dirt track. He came here with his sister, and his sister was with somebody. He tagged along, and he heard a bunch of noise on the racetrack. I would assume there was probably something going on in hot laps, and he would talk about the clumps of dirt that were gigantic, and they were flinging over the fence. He wanted to see what it was, so he went up by the fence in turns 1 and 2. And he got hit in the face with it, and that was pretty much, I guess, like love at first sight with him in racing, and he was hooked really ever since.
Well, I'm sad that he couldn't be here, but thank you for coming to represent him, and make sure you give him our love when you get home, okay?
Will do, thank you.
Mike Whitty, going in the Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame.
So just wrapped up the Hall of Fame ceremony. At the racetrack, had to get a couple coney dogs to eat. Coincidentally, my mom works at a local meat market, so these are the hot dogs that came from that meat market. Just a little plug. Nonetheless, that was definitely interesting. I was not expecting that. I had a speech prepared and everything for getting up on the mic. I didn't realize there was going to be a narrator going through it. That made my life a little easier, but it also made the work in the last 48 hours a little overly stressful when it didn't have to be, I guess, in preparation for it. Currently watering the racetrack right now, and we are still roughly 2.5 to 3 hours away from heat races, I believe, at 7 o'clock tonight. So we'll take a look into the pits next as soon as I get done mowing down these hot dogs. So I'm down in the pit area, still a ways away from hot laps yet. They have pill draws going on right now. So we will be in the pit area of this vehicle, as you guys just saw moments ago. And coincidentally, he actually drove for my grandpa in a 410 sprint car. That's a 305, but for a 410 sprint car back in the 90s. So we're going to be hanging out here in between races throughout the course of the night. That is the car we are going to follow. Of course, you guys know line number 99 growing up too. So we'll see if we can get a 99 car back to victory lane again tonight. Look at how insanely close these grandstand seats are in the back straightaway to the fence. That's insane. I don't think I've ever seen bleachers that close to the catch fence at any racetrack ever. Honestly, from the last time I was here, for whatever reason, the facility itself feels a lot smaller than what I remember. I don't know if I had that much of a growth spurt between now and then. Interesting. Alright, so I had to find somewhere where it's somewhat quiet. There's a generator going on over there. So we're going to have a special set of views tonight throughout the course of the evening. I'm going to be venturing around the racetrack, obviously, as you guys probably imagined, throughout the pits, throughout the grandstands, throughout the course of the night.
Country stars, timeless classic.
13-2-0 for Cole Duncan, 13-1-2-0.
Streetcar Hall of Fame. This is the lowrider, Dale Blaney. Dale Blaney, Napa Blue Hearts, number 2. Third quick for Dale Blaney, 13-2. The 35-year-old driver.
that's flat. He's in traffic, but not terrible.
So it's still at
14.9.
do it offsets per week, I guess. You want to go, a half would give me a quarter there, or
What?
if I put a half spacer in there, it'll give me a quarter. You want to go a little more on this left rear. Maybe 3/4, that's about a half.
Didn't look too bad. Well, I was trying to not the line. Yeah. Well, is that?
Cole looking for his third win of the season here at Fremont, the 7th of his career. Winner of the Jim Joyan Ford Classic against the All-Stars to close out our season last year. Get the 360 ready as owner Ray Brooks is going to allow the team to head to California for the Trophy Cup later in the year.